Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 12 in the 2020 NOFSRL Haas IndyCar Series. We are here at the greatest road course in the world, the Watkins Glen International, for the first of two races in this weekend's BodyArmor Dual at the Glen. This is race number 1. And this is going to be a highly entertaining and interesting race, especially considering we only have 5 races left until we crown a champion on Labor Day at Pocono. And Chase Harris, who has been the dominant guy this season, is starting to slip up in the points just a little bit. Not only that, earlier today, he did not qualify as well as his championship rivals Tristan Allen and Nicholas Samedillo, so it's going to be interesting to see how close this points gap closes in heading into tomorrow's race. But either way, we're here for the first race, and with only 5 races left to go in the season alongside Trey Wright, how aggressive do you think these guys are going to be in this race, knowing that there's only 5 more opportunities to get a race victory here in the Haas IndyCar Series?
I think for this race specifically, I think this is going to be like more of the test race at this 3.4 mile high-speed road course for these guys. One of the fastest road courses that we go to this season. But I think since there are 2 races today, cars are going to be a little bit more spread out, not as aggressive. But tomorrow, this is going to the racing tomorrow is definitely going to be very aggressive and very dicey. So definitely going to be very interesting to see what happens here this weekend.
I might counteract you on that one. I think both races are going to be really aggressive because both races account towards the championship. And speaking of that championship, we mentioned Chase Harris has been slipping up in the points a little bit. At one point, just a couple races ago, I think it was after Kansas when he won that race, he had a 90-point lead. Well, only 2 races later, it's only down to 59 points now. He still will leave this race the points leader no matter what. But we got another race tomorrow, which means by the end of the weekend, there's a possible chance that he might not be the points leader. Tristan Allen, who starts 7th for this race, is 59 points behind. Nicholas Samedillo, the Indianapolis 250 champion, is 75 points behind. Peyton Hamilton, 77 points behind. Mitchell Collins, Audra Barnauskas, both 97 points behind coming into this first race here at Watkins Glen for the Haas IndyCar Series this weekend. And these guys will roll off here from the Watkins Glen International for the first of 2 races here in the Haas IndyCar Series this weekend. And Luke Rainey, 2017 Haas IndyCar Series champion, will be leading us to the green flag for King Motorsports, Chase Buck's team right there, alongside Garrett Senor in the number 19. Both of these drivers, 8th and 9th in the point standings, is a little over 100 points behind Chase Harris. And if either of these drivers win here today, and Chase Harris has a poor day, which considering where Harris is starting, these guys could have a shot at the championship come Pocono. We still have 5 races left in the season, so plenty of opportunities for these guys to close in on the points, especially if they win here today. Buck Hover alongside Nathan Smith in row number 2. Great qualifying effort for Nathan Smith in only his 3rd start in the Haas IndyCar Series. Davey Johnson had a late race push, or should I say late session push, in the qualifying session earlier today. He'll be starting 5th alongside championship contender Nicholas Samedillo. Tristan Allen alongside Nathan Faden in row number 4. The New York native Matt Tuck would love to get a race victory here in one of these 2 races this weekend. He's alongside Owen Miles there in row number 5. We'll take a look and see where Chase Harris is in the number 79. Deep in the field, starting 22nd here today. Not exactly where you want to be, especially the place where it is difficult to work your way from the back to the front. There will be no pit stops in today's event. So you got to race your way to the front in these 12 laps. It'll be a short race. It'll go by really quickly because these guys go pretty fast around this racetrack. So it'll be interesting to see how many points Tristan Allen and Nicholas Samedillo can gain on Chase Harris by the end of the day. Trey, who do you think is going to go to victory lane? So many faces up front who are hungry for a race victory. Who's got the best shot at the first win here this weekend in the Haas IndyCar Series?
I think Garrett Senor right there, starting with in that on the outside pole in that number 19. I think he is going to have the best shots to exit the boot area, which is definitely going to be a very fun place to watch drivers pass. But it's been 3 years since Senor has tasted victory lane champagne, and he's trying to go for win number 20 on Napa Fan. I think he's going to get it today here at the Watkins Glen International.
We're going to see how it all plays out. Garrett Senor and Luke Rainey on the front row. Green flag in the air here in the first race in the BodyArmor Dual at the Glen. And the Dale Coyne teammates of Garrett Zenor and Nathan Smith will go 1-2 at the start. Here comes Sam Adio looking to the outside of our pole sitter Luke Rainey, and Nathan Smith right on the back bumper, or should I say the gearbox of Garrett Zenor for this race lead, and they're pulling away. And there goes Nathan Smith right to the inside. The rookie driver from the 4th starting position looking to take the lead away from the veteran driver of Garrett Zenor. But Zenor will hold on and surpass the 18 entering the carousel on lap number 1. Luke Rainey, Buck Hover, they're in the battle right now for the 3rd position. And Sam Adio is here as well. Tristan Allen behind all this. These guys better be careful not to wreck because that will definitely hurt their chances at a championship. But Garrett Zenor gets the jump on the start. Nathan Smith, though, number 18, is still fighting hard on his teammate for this race lead.
These guys are absolutely flying here more than the stock cars, and this start has been absolutely nuts already. As Zenor has he's shut the door on his teammate a couple of times. I know his teammate he wants to get I'm not sure if number 18 of Nathan Smith has
win number 20 for Garrett Zenor if he can do it. He's been going since November 2017. And he will lead the first lap of action here at Watkins Glen in BodyArmor Dual at the Glen race number 1. Tristan Allen all the way up to 4th from the 7th starting position on the inside lane. Luke Rainey able to manage 3rd, and a battle between Nathan Faden and Buck Hover for the 6th position. That will go to Buck Hover for the moment. Sam Adio fell back there on the initial start, but he's still inside the top 10. Chase Harrison, number 79, still deep in the field. The number 79 machine, he is still in the same position he started in at the beginning of this race. Everyone's still out there on the racetrack. No incident so far, and Garrett Zenor pulling away from his teammate Nathan Smith here on lap number 2.
Entering this high-speed downhill section in the carousel. Zenor is going to get through it just fine, entering the boot. He's got 10 more laps after this one. Got to put together 10 more perfect laps, and it looks like on the front straightaway, about a minute ago, it looked like an absolute Oklahoma land rush coming to complete lap number 1. So definitely going to be a very, very interesting race here at Watkins Glen. Sam Adio making actually, no, I believe he fell back just a little bit in that 9 car.
Yeah, made a move there on Buck Hover and the number 9 machine. So did Nathan Faden. They both got around the 93, who lost 2 positions there off of the toe. Nathan Smith now trying to methodically work his way back to the gearbox of Garrett Zenor. What a start, though, for Nathan Smith. Replaced Josh King only a couple races ago. This is only his 3rd race so far in an IndyCar, only his 3rd ever Napa fan start, and he almost got around one of the most experienced drivers in the field on the first lap of the race. Such a great jump for Nathan Smith on the outside lane. Luke Rainey rebounded well, and the same thing happened in the Turkey Hill Series race earlier today when Christian Vargas started on the pole. He initially lost the lead, but he was able to rebound and win the race later on. Rainey did not get a good run through the yeses. Here comes Tristan Allen in the 39, who definitely has a fast car and a huge reason to drive fast here in this one, as he is 59 points behind Chase Harris. The way things are currently rolling right now, he would be able to surpass Chase Harris in the points tomorrow if he can, in fact, beat Chase Harris in tomorrow's race. So, trying to set himself up for a good opportunity of taking the points lead heading in the Canadian Tire. That would be huge, considering the strong season Chase Harris has had. Meanwhile, Nathan Smith is now on the gearbox of Garrett Zenor. We'll have to see if he makes a move entering the heel here on lap number 3.
Looked like he was going to go to the inside, but no, he's just going to keep drafting off of his teammate right here as I head back onto the main NASCAR portion of the track. Luke Rainey hot in their heels at a single file all throughout. I have to go probably back into the 20s positions to find a double file wide.
There's so Justin Didell, our defending champion, to the inside of Thomas Troxel. Troxel almost losing it there off of NASCAR turn 6 or turn number 10 on the race course. And Zidell went a little wide there. Here's Chase Harris looking 3 wide to the inside. And Harris is in a really tight situation here because back in the field, you're more likely to wreck out because of someone else's mistake, because these guys are jockeying for positions all over the place. It doesn't spread out as much in the back of the field as it does up front. So Harris has to be careful to manage his position on the racetrack, at the same time avoid getting involved in an accident. And he's only up to the 21st position while Tristan Allen runs 3rd, and Nicholas Amadio also far up ahead in the number 9 machine, looking to close in on Chase Harris in the championship standings. These guys pretty much all on each other. Garrett Zenor, Nathan Smith, Tristan Allen, Luke Rainey, and Nathan Faden. Faden ran well here in one of the races last year. I believe it was the first race last year, and he would love to get a race victory here for Ed Carpenter Racing.
No, it definitely would. Is now Tristan Allen in that 39 is trying to get around. There he goes to the inside of Nathan Smith, entering the heel. I think Smith might have the advantage heading back onto the racetrack. No, looks like Tristan Allen has not quite cleared him yet. Nathan Smith is going to have that outside, now inside lane. But
Tristan's going to take it away there. He's got second. Finished second last week in Mid-Ohio. He won Riverside, only 59 points behind. He's going for this race win on Garrett Zenor. And Luke Rainey might also get to the inside here of Nathan Smith. Smith starting to slip up just a little bit. He might have used up his stuff there when he was battling with Garrett Zenor on the first lap. So how about this? Garrett Zenor, Tristan Allen, and Luke Rainey, 3 of the most experienced and prized drivers on the racetrack. 1, 2, 3 here at Watkins Glen. The Garrett Zenor holding these guys off, but that number 39 of Tristan Allen on the start of the race from the inside lane starting 7th, moved up to 4th, and he is now closing into the gearbox of Garrett Zenor for this race lead. That 39 is wired in really fast. They are ready to win a race here and beat Chase Harris in this championship.
Definitely is, and he is just drafting off of that 19 of Zenor entering the boot. He gained a ton of time on that 19. I think the 39 car is very strong. That Tristan Allen is piloting 3 wide in the back there for around the 13th position. I got close there, entering the boot, and now we're underneath the Seoul straightaway, as I unofficially dubbed this, and Allen is just right on the gearbox of that 19. They go through
there he goes to the inside! Oh, there's a bit of contact there between Tristan Allen and Garrett Zenor. But Allen trying to get around Garrett Zenor. You got to think, Garrett Zenor is racing for so much right here. He's been trying to get his 20th career Napa fan win for 2.5 years. Allen overshot the corner. Here comes Luke Rainey for second. Zenor is not going to give an inch. He doesn't care if Tristan Allen's going for this championship. Zenor is also going for this championship as well. But Zenor had to shut the door on Allen, and he successfully did so without any major contact, and I'm not sure how happy Allen's going to be with that move, but these two have been racing alongside each other for a very, very long time, so I imagine there's a bit of mutual respect between these two veterans in this one, and Luke Rainey almost had a run there to the inside of Tristan Allen, could not get it. It's Nathan Faden, Nathan Smith, Nicholas Amadio up to 6, Owen Miles, Buck Hover, Davey Johnson is now down to 10th as Andrew Miller has gone to the 9th position in the number 48 machine. No incidents on the racetrack yet. They have raced an extremely clean race, all things considered, and I got to give a lot of props to these guys for doing so. Keegan Thompson, Nathan Stapleton battling right there midway through the field. That's, I think, the one and only side-by-side battle we got on the racetrack right now. Chase Harris still in the 21st position deep in the field here at Watkins Glen. And a lot of shuffling around back in the field here. Audra Baranowskis, our last winner, has pretty much been last this entire race, but Garrett Zenor continues to hold on to this race lead, looking to go flag to flag. Allen almost got the race lead that last lap around, but I think he waited a little too early, or should I say, made the move a little too early on Garrett Zenor to take that race lead away. That was not a good place to try to make a move, and Zenor definitely got a benefit from that move that Tristan Allen made as he pulled out a pretty significant gap. Halfway through BodyArmor Dual at the Glen, race number 1. We're going to do this again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time right here on Napa Fam. So if you like what you're seeing now, you're going to love it tomorrow as well. And Tristan Allen's looking at what he's seeing, starting to pull back up on Garrett Zenor for this race lead.
Yeah, I'm definitely loving what I'm seeing here from my computer screen. Tristan Allen, he is going to get a huge run, drafting opportunity on this long back straightaway. He's going to get a nice toe off of that 19 here. He's going to drive right up to the gearbox to the inside. No, Zenor shuts the door on the 39.
He tried to make a move, but that was way too far behind to make it. But Allen is right back on the gearbox of Garrett Zenor. These guys got to be careful. If they wreck, Luke Rainey is there to take the race lead away. But Allen back in position to possibly take the race lead away from Garrett Zenor to the inside, off of the heel. He's going to be side by side down the straightaway, but he could not hold the inside, and Garrett Zenor will pull away once again. This 19 is hard to pass. Like I said, going for win number 20 of his career, looking to break a nearly 3-year losing streak on Napa Fam. He is going to do all it takes to make sure he gets this race victory, but Tristan Allen's going to do all it takes to get the maximum amount of points here today to close in on Chase Harris in the championship. Gonna have 5 laps to go this time by. This thing is far from over as well. Garrett Sonor, Tristan Allen, Luke Rainey, Nathan Faven, Nathan Smith, all still with a huge opportunity at getting this race victory here today.
Both of these guys going for so much real estate, big picture. Garrett Sonor obviously going for win number 20. With Tristan Allen, he's going for the championship, even though Garrett Sonor is as well. Tristan Allen has so much more to gain here if he passes that 19. Just going to be very interesting as he drafts down the back straightaway once again off of that 19. Going to get a huge run here. Ooh, try to go to the inside, but just did not have the closure distance. But he is right back on the gearbox of that 19, entering the boot.
This is such a tight battle. I think Tristan Allen has the faster race car through the carousel and through a majority of the boot. He did not get through the toe. Well, last time he's going to have a run to the inside. This time, will he make the move? He's going to get in the Sonor. There was contact made. Here comes Luke Rainey. He's going to have a run. And there goes Tristan Allen to the inside of Garrett Sonor, trying to take the race lead away. And now Luke Rainey's in the middle of all this battling. But Sonor able to hold on from all of that. And it looks like Allen's going to lose a position. There goes Luke Rainey looking to the inside as they go through turn 10. And Allen on the outside now. He'll have the inside through turn 11, but Luke Rainey is going to hold on to the outside lane, and it looks like Rainey will get a position there on Tristan Allen. Meanwhile, Garrett Sonor is going to pull away with the race lead, and they're side by side for 4th. Nathan Smith and Nathan Faden. Faden will hold on to that position, and that might allow Sam Adio to get a run on the 18.
Oh,
unbelievable.
That could have been absolutely disastrous for both of those drivers, but for Garrett Sonor, that was a godsend gift, as that completely kills all of Tristan Allen's momentum and sends him back to 3rd. But Luke Rainey, he's going to have 2nd, and he's going to try and go for this, coming to 2 laps to go, 3 to go next time by Tristan Allen. Oh, man.
He's not out of this race yet. He's not out of it yet, but I mean, to be fair, I don't really think the contact is what caused him to lose that position. He could not hold the inside there through the heel, and that really affected his opportunity getting around Garrett Sonor. But the thing is, because of that contact, that brought in Luke Rainey, and that made it a lot harder for Tristan Allen to make the move on Garrett Sonor for the race lead. Now, what does Rainey do? Remember, he started on the pole, had a miserable start there in that inside lane. Will he have a shot at Garrett Sonor here, as we're going to come to 3 laps to go here in the BodyArmor Dual at the Glen number 1. And Faden and Smith continue the battle. Looks like Nathan Smith might finally take it away, as he's got the preferred line, hops the curbs, but he'll have the inside. And Faden a little wide. Here comes Sam Adio into the inside. Tristan Allen going to force Rainey to block, and the 39 has a run here for 2nd now, as Sonor starting to pull away a little bit. Has a 2nd lead here on Luke Rainey and Tristan Allen.
I think Tristan Allen was the closest car matched to the 19, but he's going to try to get around Rainey. Rainey just does not have the speed or the trimming that those 39 and 19 cars have. Allen trying everything to get around the 1 to possibly get back to possibly contending for the race lead. There he goes. Can't quite clear him.
Contact between Rainey and Allen! And they're going to go to the wall! And Tristan Allen's going to spin around. This is huge towards the championship. And hard into him. Davey Johnson in the number 20. And Tristan Allen's going to lose a ton of points in this race. He had such a run on Chase Harris, but now Chase Harris surpasses him in the number 79. Absolutely unbelievable. That is exactly what Chase Harris wanted to see. And now the championship's in a completely different situation. Luke Rainey with damage. He's also going to lose out on possibly winning this race. Unbelievable. And Chase Harris is going to run into Rainey. Harris is off the racetrack. Oh my. And now Allen is once again ahead of Chase Harris. And in 1 lap, things went from bad to not as bad for Tristan Allen in the 39. But that 39 is damaged, and he's going to lose a lot of positions here. But you know who that's going to help?
Oh my God.
That's going to help Nicholas Samadillo. The number 9 machine currently running top 5. He is going to most likely take second in the points heading into tomorrow's race. He's still in a battle here with Buck Hover for the 4th position. But Garrett Senor has dodged so many bullets, and now he has a 3.5 second lead. Next time by, it'll be the white flag. He's led every lap in this race, but for somebody leading every lap in a race, this might have been one of the best races we've had where that has happened. Garrett Senor will be a white flag next time by. Nathan Faden and Nathan Smith are now 2nd and 3rd. Buck Hover is 4th. Then it's Nicholas Samadillo rounding out the top 5, looking to take 2nd in the points and have a good shot on Chase Harris in this championship. Davey Johnson, Luke Rainey, they're both going to be out of the race here. And Chase Harris, I believe, is 28th at the moment, but Tristan Allen is 27th, which means Allen is only going to gain 1 point on Chase Harris in this event, the way things are currently running. Meanwhile, will it finally happen for Garrett Senor? What a race for it to happen if he can hold on. It'll be the white flag, this time by in BodyArmor Dual at the Glen number 1 for Garrett Senor. In the number 19, Dale Coyne Racing. The owner of this team is Scott Upton, looking for his first ever win as an owner. But Garrett Senor looking for his 20th win as a driver on Napa Fam, and his first since November of 2017. All he's got to do is race a clean lap, and the victory is his here at Watkins Glen.
Absolutely chaotic and just mind-bogglingly chaotic as it is, as he's going to go on the back straightaway, entering the carousel for the final time. I still cannot process just...
Nicholas Samadillo there up to 5th. He'll have a great opportunity in the points. And like I said, it is hard to process all that happened. And that's the only incident we had in this race. And it all happened on that one lap there when Tristan Allen and Luke Rainey got into each other through the carousel. And Allen, that was all Allen's fault. He overshot that corner, and that is going to hurt him so much in the points. He was going to have such an advantage on Chase Harris heading into tomorrow's race. And it's far from over. Obviously, Tristan Allen's still going to be in championship contention, but those points are valuable, and that's going to make it even harder for Tristan Allen to have a shot at this championship. But Garrett Senor, I have been waiting since I was 18 years old to say this. Garrett Senor, win number 20. It's finally going to happen. Over 2 years, Garrett Senor is going to finally go back to victory lane on Napa Fan. His 20th career win, and it comes here at Watkins Glen in the BodyArmor Dual at the Glen number 1. Garrett Senor has won for the first time in over 2.5 years. Garrett Senor wins it in the 12th race of the season.
Absolutely storybook finish here, and I'm not sure we can top it tomorrow with this one. I don't know.
What were you saying? You were saying we won't have an aggressive race. Well, you were wrong, but I'm glad you were wrong. Garrett Senor has finally gone back to victory lane on Napa Fan. I never thought it would happen again, to be honest. When he didn't return for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series this year, I thought, you know what, that might be it. He may not ever come back. He signed up for the Haas IndyCar Series, and I'm like, you know what, this might finally be his opportunity to finally get his 20th career win. And so much in my life has changed since the last time Garrett Senor has won a race on Napa Fan. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's finally happened again. And not only that, Garrett Senor is going to close in on Chase Harris by a lot in the points. Harris is going to finish 28th. You know, sure, Tristan Allen fell back, but Harris got in the Luke Rainey there. He's going to finish 28th in this race. That's going to open it up for guys like Samadillo and even Senor. They're both going to close in. And thankfully for Tristan Allen, Allen's not actually going to lose any points to Chase Harris. He'll gain 1 point in this race. But wow, this may just have been the race of the season here in the Haas IndyCar Series. And this was just the first race here for the Haas IndyCar Series at Watkins Glen. Garrett Senor wins BodyArmor Dual at the Glen, number 1. Wow. Wow, it's finally happened. Garrett Senor on top of the leaderboard once again. And he was so good in the first couple of years of his career that all of a sudden he fell off a cliff, unfortunately, especially in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. But now he's finally back on the top, and he's going to be top 5 in points heading into tomorrow's race with this race victory. Led every lap. Such a dominating performance, but he had to fight for it. I mean, we saw what was going on with Tristan Allen and Luke Rainey there. And unfortunately for Allen and Rainey, they're going to fall back in points. Or at least Rainey will. Allen may still be in the top 5. I think he still will be. But I just don't know. It's a lot to process, and we'll have to see how the points shake up after this one. But how about Garrett Sonor? Finally winning his 20th career Napa fan race, 2.5 years, almost 3 years, since his last one.
And it's absolutely just incredible to see Garrett Sonor finally be back in victory lane after this. Obviously, the first time I've seen this, because I've recently just joined the whole NR community.
That's been that recent for you, man. It's been a while. It's been a while. But how about that one? Nathan Faden. How about Nathan Smith? I mean, he did a great job. Buck Hover got 4th. And Sam Ineo, that's the big one right there. Sam Ineo came in 75 points behind. And he's got a gain. I don't think he'll be within a race at Chase Harris at the end of this one, but that's huge for Sam Ineo. Gained a lot of points here today. But Tristan Allen, that's the biggest story right there, because Allen was going to be right there on Chase Harris heading into tomorrow's race. And then he wrecked out. That's huge, and we'll just have to see how the points shake up after this. Let's go ahead and review that accident that occurred between Tristan Allen and Luke Rainey. Take a look here. This was lap number 10, and Allen had to run to the inside of the carousel, and he just overshot it, got him to Rainey, and they hooked. And that damaged Rainey to a point of no return. Actually, that didn't damage Rainey to a point of no return. You see Davey Johnson run right into him there. And that's going to end Davey Johnson's day. And Johnson had a great run going for him, and he's not going to get a good finish out of that one. But Luke Rainey, all these guys surpassing him in the number 1 machine. He could not power off after that accident. And you're going to see, as they exit the tow, you're going to see Chase Harris here in the number 79. As he tries to turn into the heel, he runs right into him. Of all people to do that, it was Chase Harris. And Harris will fall to 28th. He did not have a good run going for him either way, but every point counts in this Strict Points Championship, and that is going to be significant. But in defense, or at least a positive for Chase Harris, is that Tristan Allen was also involved in that accident, and he will fall back as well in the number 39. But what a race. Garrett Sonor gets it done here at Watkins Glen, holding off charges from Tristan Allen like I've never seen before, yet he still won to get his 20th career Napa fan win. And for the final time, the official standings of the race, Garrett Sonor, Nathan Faden, 1-2, but Garrett Sonor, with his first win since November of 2017, came in the Turk Hill Truck Series at Armory Digital. It's actually the Napa Truck Series back then. But like I said, so many things in my life have changed since the last time Garrett Sonor has won. I've graduated from community college. I've had 3 different jobs. I've gotten, well, I already had my driver's license when he last won, so wasn't that long ago, but still a really, really long time. Since Garrett Sonor has gone to victory lane on Napa Fan, he finally gets it here on August 13th, 2020. I'm wrong about that. August 14th, 2020. We record these races ahead of time. August 14th, 2020. Remember that date. That's the date Garrett Sonor finally broke his almost 3-year-long losing streak here on Napa Fam in one of the wildest races I've seen. But Trey, we get to do it all over again tomorrow. Qualifying 10 a.m. Eastern, and then the race at 11 a.m. Eastern. After what we saw here today, how wild do you think tomorrow's race is going to be for the Haas IndyCar Series and BodyArmor Dual the Glen race number 2?
I think it's going to be even wilder, but I jinxed it with I jinxed it that it's saying that it was going to be a snooze fest, and it was wild. So, you know what? Officially, I'm going to say that it's going to be a snooze fest tomorrow, even though I hope it's not deep down, but hoping I'm jinxing it here for the better.
I hope you are too. Garrett Sonor gets it done. Here are the points for the Haas IndyCar Series after 12 races. Heading into tomorrow's race, it's going to be very interesting to see what that gap is from Chase Harris to second in the points, to see who else is going to be up in that championship fight. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Congratulations to Garrison Orr on his race victory. Win number 20. It's finally happened. Congratulations, my man. So great to see it back in victory lane, just like old times back in the old days of the NRL away. This is his first NOFSRL win on Napa Fan. How about that for Garrison Orr? Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. On behalf of Trey Wright, tomorrow it's a big day. 10 a.m. Eastern Time, we got qualifying for the Haas IndyCar Series Dual number 2, and then at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, it's the second race for the Haas IndyCar Series, and then at 1 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow on Napa Fan, Lake Effect Ice Cream 400K in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Lots of great stuff coming up your way here for Lake Effect Ice Cream Super Glen Week. It's been pretty super today. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Congratulations to Garrison Orr. Here are the points for the Haas IndyCar Series, and on behalf of Trey Wright, I will see you guys later.